I'm not really into politics. I've never liked politics. It could be probably because, not like I blame it on my parents, but probably because my parents are immigrants from a different country, so they never really followed American politics because I guess it wasn't much of an interest, and also because they weren't very familiar with American culture. They weren't influenced to vote, so I guess growing up with the lack of influence to vote, I grew up not even, being interested to vote. So I think that's like my main reason, and also I never really followed it because, I'm going to be real here. I just think it's just lies after lies, and I feel like, yeah, you vote for someone, who knows if it's going to be elected, if they're going to be elected, but even if they do get elected, like, are they going to follow through with what they say? So I just don't agree with the whole political, stories and everything. So I just kind of decide not to vote.
Didn't know enough about each candidate to even really get a full grasp on what they were going to offer Chicago and what their thoughts were on how to revive Chicago from where we're at right now, and what to change about Daley's whole legacy that he set in place. It's going to be huge, stepping stones. Like someone's got to be taking that role, and I don't know who's going to be able to fill that. He's been in office forever, and stuff that needs to be done. Who says that someone can get it done? So I don't know.
I think if I was influenced more by the school, I don't think I've seen a lot of things at school kind of like made me, especially this like last week's, I think it was last week's for the mayoral election. There wasn't really anything going on in school that kind of, or even teachers pushing you to vote. I think that if I was pushed to by school and they were doing kind of events that kind of attracted me to go vote, I think it would lead me to vote, but I just haven't been influenced, and that's what just creates not even an interest to do,
Make them want to go out, make sure they know who and what they're voting for. That's basically the only. It just needs to look like they have an actual say in it. Like this election, he's on everything. He's on everything, and there was no doubt in anyone's mind that he wasn't going to win. So why? Just people go out and vote. That's people's thoughts. From a personal standpoint, I think he's an ass. He's a good businessman though, and he's a good politician, and he has the ability to step up and do what he needs to do. I'm not sure exactly how or what his thoughts are on a lot of subjects.
I like Mayor Daley, like he had this like big Irish roots, and he throws these like big, like celebrations for St. Patrick's Day, and I know that was like very like important for Chicago. And I was thinking that if this new mayor, is he gonna do things that still carry on the traditions that I know the Daleys have been doing for so many years? So that's the one thing I'm thinking, like I've been wondering, and also I hope that this mayor still continues the Chicago traditions, because this is a city that's been living on traditions for years and years. And I have a feeling he may, or he may not, because, everyone has their own views, and, there's always a time for a change. And, yes, we've been living through these traditions for a long time, so he might be the man who might change things. But I'm just hoping that he'll just keep the Chicago traditions alive.